All right, so I already announced we are celebrating everything Puertorriqueño in today's episode. And guess what? The 66th annual National Puerto Rican Day Parade is right around the corner, mi gente. Of course, showcasing the best of Puerto Rican culture, achievement, and legacy with music, dance, and colorful displays of cultural pride with an estimated 1.5 million spectators. This year's parade will be honoring the community of Aguadilla, located in the northwestern corner of Puerto Rico, known for its beautiful beaches. And joining us to share more is La Federación de Pueblos de Puerto Rico, Vice President of Culebra, Edgar Vasquez, and President of the hometown Cataño and Queen, Wanda Guzman. Hello and
Hi. Hi,
welcome.
welcome.
Oh my gosh, it's like this time of the year comes in and we all go into overdrive. I know I do. I'm like, que bonita bandera. And the parade hasn't even arrived yet. You both look stunning.
Thank you. Thank
thank
you.
you.
So do you.
Thank you.
Gracias.
You obviously are ready for the parade.
We
Oh
are.
yeah, we just overwhelmed. This year we finally came across what we actually lost during the epidemic. We finally came up in full force with all these activities, celebrating our culture, celebrating our family. And this team is called Música Cultural y Alegría.
I love it. Music, culture, and joy. Yes, that's how I live. That's a wonderful motto to live by.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So, just share a little bit about your role and everything leading up to the parade.
Okay, as a representative for La Federación de Pueblo, what we do is that we participate in every community Puerto Rican base, and we share our culture, our continuation of community bonding, especially with our new generation.
Right.
And what we do is we expand and continue to educate all of those that really don't know the history of our country. And we are basically staying in contact with Puerto Rico and all the mayors, and that's how we continue to share all this information for the parade.
Got it. And so you serve as the vice president of the hometown of Culebra. And then Wanda, you serve not only as the queen, but the president of the hometown Cataño.
Cataño, Puerto Rico, yes.
So, well, welcome, and you look beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Te ves bien regal, right? Regal, regal, regal. And just tell us a little bit about what your role is, aside from looking beautiful and marching in the parade with this stunning crowd.
Well, aside from being the queen of Latinos Unidos representing Puerto Rico, Cataño, Puerto Rico, any kind of events that happen, I usually show up in my queen, for the youth, for the young ladies, and on a motivating schedule, and of course anything cultural. I try to go to all of these events and show face as far as the queen and representing Cataño, Puerto Rico.
And so, what does representing Cataño, Puerto Rico mean?
Well, I was born in Puerto Rico, and Cataño's hometown has been really like sold to developers, and it's been underdeveloped. It hasn't been developed at all, so it looks like a wasteland. But I'm still proudly representing where I came from and where I was born. And it's unfortunate that the same thing that's happening over there, it's happening here. A lot of people are forgetting their culture, forgetting their pride, getting wrapped up in all this Americanized things that's happening. And so I hope to shed light a little bit on the majority of the things.
I love it, and I'm so glad you guys are here sharing it on open, because I think it's important that while we are all out there celebrating, that there is a reconnection to our cultural roots, and that can only be done through the storytelling being passed on, right? So in this celebration of the different towns in Puerto Rico, there's also individuals being honored, right? And so they have a grand marshal, they have a madrina, they have a padrino. I can name them. They have Giselle Blondet, who's going to be serving as the grand marshal. They have Judy Torres, a freestyle Judy Torres. We love Judy Torres. She's the madrina. Woo! We love that. Congratulations, Judy. And we also also have Ismael Cruz Cordova, who's serving as the padrino. And then we have Justina Machado, who is serving as this year's parade's queen. These individuals obviously carry their Puerto Rican heritage, and some are born here in the mainland, as such as myself. And so, as we come together in this celebration, what I'm really feeling and vibing off of the National Puerto Rican Day Parade in the past couple of years is that there's this intentional educational process of the execution, right? So I know there's events happening, so I think this is a wonderful opportunity for you to share everything that's happening leading up to the National Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Right. We started off in June 3rd, which is definitely from 12 to 6. That will be the diabetes health. I mean, as you can see, us Puerto Rican, we love our food. I mean, everything, but we kind of like got a little misinformation. So this event helps us with our diabetes and everything. And we have a Puerto Rican chef, okay? Her name is basically, oh, by the way, the festival will be taking place at St. Mary's Park, okay?
Okay, and that's June 1st.
And that will be June 3rd.
June 3rd,
That will
okay.
be June 3rd.
Sorry,
okay?
yes.
The chef is Tania Lopez, a cooking chef.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so she's going to be there live, showing introductions and everything else, and educating people what to eat right.
Right, exactly. I think we
Okay.
need to become a lot more conscious of that as
Of
well.
course.
Yeah, so that's lovely.
right.
Without compromising our palates, right?
Right. I mean, a little
about.
help goes a long the way for us.
Right, right.
Then we have what is called June 4th. This is the day we dedicate ourselves, and it's our Mass at St. Patrick's Cathedral, and the Mass is at 4 o'clock. Okay, and it's an awesome experience for us because, I mean, we're going to have a special Mass dedicated for all of those who have been there for us, and we are there for them now. Okay, then continuation from there, June 8th, that will be definitely the Boricua Breakfast. That will be held in honor of the delegation and mayors of Puerto Rico. In continuation with that, on June 10th, as you can see, that will be the famous festival of all in 116th Street.
Right.
Okay, but the funny thing about this is that we just learned is that all of them are mostly dedicated for those special guests, Puerto Rican social media influence.
Okay.
So that what that does is that it opens a big gate for our new generation to continue.
Right. Right, which is great. I love the consciousness on all levels, right? And then, of course, there's the big celebration of the National Puerto Rican Day Parade on Fifth Avenue when we all come together in celebration of our cultura. Now, I want to ask, even with you participating as a queen, what are you looking forward to the most in this exchange this year?
The main thing is peace. Peace and unity. We've had so much around the parade of, bad press, I would say. Just looking to have a good time, just looking to celebrate our culture and be one with the Puerto Rican community. I usually walk the parade, which everybody's like, you're a queen, you shouldn't walk. No, I usually walk the parade. I like to get in there and get with the people and do my little dance and just walk the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
And so, without getting too political, but bringing this level of awareness between the diaspora and the actual people from the island, I think that's an issue within itself too that needs to kind of be put aside. So what do you offer as a possible consideration in understanding that it is going to require all of us to come together to combat what's occurring in the island right now?
Right. I learned this, and I'm still learning from this because this is a great experience, and we have to learn from this. I mean, this is a very important topic that I want to share with everyone. We got to understand that even though we live here in America, those Puerto Ricans that they're over there, they're actually fighting for their future. They want something that it could be beneficial for them. Something that it has to be continued to carry from here. It's their voice that we hear has to carry on. We have to make sure that everyone and every politician understand that it's not what we want here, it's what they want there.
Right.
Okay? And, the island is changing in a lot of different ways. Me being the vice president of Pueblo de Culebra, That's a little island next to Vieques.
It's so beautiful.
Right.
No, it's one of my favorite islands.
And the most beautiful thing about it is that the best competition of fishing are all coming from America to Culebra. That's the best place in the world. So imagine just that, overcome by politics over something that it should have never happened in the first place. I mean, we have to look
And
at the future.
commercialization,
Exactly.
which is really what we're talking about.
Exactly, exactly. So this is something that we have to really keep a close eye on it and try to learn more from it so that we can be able to educate those that they don't know about it here to share with those that they're over there trying to educate us here.
I love that you said that really the role on the mainland is to amplify what the needs are on the island. And so I'm just curious, representing Cataño, like what kind of obstacles other than, the land itself being considered wasteland and people now trying to buy it and build on it.
I think the biggest thing is our youth. Since there's not many people to teach them, including in Puerto Rico, it's the same thing. Everything is social media. Everything is fast-paced, not what we did when we were growing up. Everything is fast-paced, so it's getting lost in the youth of Puerto Rico, so there's no one to take those seats or take over to uprise or uplift the island and the little towns that they encompass. So that's a big problem, and the only thing we can do from here is educate the youth here. It's difficult when you don't have that same structure over there.
Yeah, what I'm getting is like mobilizing these social media influencers to contribute to this mission and movement.
Yep.
Thank you for making the time to bring it here and share it with our viewers. Once again, we have Edgar Vasquez, Wanda Guzman. Once again, I want to acknowledge you as being the vice president of the hometown of Culebra, and of course, Wanda for being the queen and president of the hometown of Cataño in Puerto Rico, and also the 66th annual National Puerto Rican Day Parade will be taking place on New York City's 5th Avenue from 43rd Street to 79th Street, Sunday, June 11th, beginning at 11 a.m. For more information, visit nprdpinc.org. And of course, I'm closing out saying que viva Puerto Rico.